What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Midnight Mike Show YouTube channel. I do really appreciate you coming by. Also, those of you who are returning, thank you so much for checking out my videos, subscribing, and if you have not yet, it helps get your name out there. It helps get your recognition. Please hit the subscribe button below. Help me build up this channel, and make sure you hit that bell for notifications. Sometimes the subscribe button doesn't always work. I'm here because I just got back from seeing the new 2019 Child's Play, and I figured I would give you guys a spoiler-free review of the things I liked and the things I didn't like about this reboot, remake, whatever you want to call it, and I have a little adventure. So let's pop up the adventure right there now. All right, first and foremost, I went to the beautiful Marquee Cinema 12 in Westbrook, Connecticut. You see the movie poster there. That's on the outside of the building. It was a great theater, great ambiance. Really looks like a movie theater, neon lights and all that. And of course, I went on Monday evening around 5:30, somewhere in there. And this is what it looked like, completely empty. Do you see people walking around? This isn't a picture. This is live. This is a moving picture. Nobody in the entire theater. That's how I prefer to go see movies. The next movie I'm going to go see, I happened to catch a movie poster of it on the wall, and there it is. It Chapter 2. That's going to be the next movie I go see in the theaters. Pretty much I only go see horror movies in the theaters. And if it's something like Creed 2 or like an 80s movie that I want to go see. But this lady right here that you're seeing was the only customer I saw in the entire theater until I got into the actual theater proper, and I saw the Batista. I'm not going to see that, but I saw Batista, and I know I have a lot of wrestling fans who follow me on Twitter and follow the Midnight Jury, my main show, or subscribe here, and I figured, hey, let's pop that and show them Batista. But yeah, I like to go to the theater when it is empty. I like to go to the theater when there's nobody there. And I, of course, did it again. I pulled it off. It was me and 5 other people, a group of 3 and a group of 2, and that's how I enjoy it. I want to be able to put my feet up. I want to have a whole row to myself. I don't want to be fighting people for anything, and I was thrilled that I got to. And same when I went to go see It Chapter 1, I was the only person in the theater. I think I went at like 10:30 on a Tuesday. That's when you got to go. You got to go to late showings or evening showings on a Monday or Tuesday if you want the whole theater to yourself, pretty much. But here we go. The positives. Number 1, the score of the movie. When we do this review on the Midnight Jury, which is, like I said, that's my weekly show. That's what I'm known for. 7 years strong on the Midnight Jury. It's where the 80s and 90s return from the dead. Movie reviews, music, album reviews, horror, all of that is on the Midnight Jury. There's going to be a link for that in the description at WLWstudios.com. Most recently, I think we did Crybaby with Johnny Depp, so go check all that out. But first and foremost, I love the score. Here's something I hated. The look of the doll. I could not get over the look of the doll for the first 20 to 30 to maybe even 40 minutes of the film. I had such a hard time throwing up in my mouth. I couldn't stand it. So there's one positive, one negative. The score, outstanding. The doll is an embarrassment. Now, the good thing is that after about half hour, 40 minutes of the movie, you've kind of gotten used to it, and you can enjoy the movie. The acting is good. Aubrey Plaza does good. The kid who played Andy Barclay did good. The guy who plays Mike Norris, the cop, did good. Who else? I mean, and in this movie, it's not just Andy. He has a group of friends. And I think everyone in this movie did pretty good acting-wise. So that's why throughout the movie, you're able to kind of get past, the doll, because the movie is entertaining. And once again, it's not like Halloween or a Friday the 13th or something like that, where it's a little bit more serious, a little bit more believable, like a Michael Myers, like a guy walking around killing people. This is a doll coming to life and killing people. It's outrageous. And when you get 30 minutes in, you're like, why am I critiquing this? Let's just have a good time. And I did have a good time. Is it a remake? Is it a reboot? Is it still nowhere near as good as the original Child's Play set? Yes. Here's another problem I had. A lot of the one-liners, the little funny quips and stuff, not only from Chucky, but from other people, it felt more like a Child's Play 2 or a Child's Play 3 as opposed to a start of a series, Child's Play. And another thing, when the original one came out, you didn't know, is it this kid? Is the kid crazy? Is the kid messed up in the head? Is the kid doing the killing? Is this doll really doing some killing? You didn't know when you first saw it back in the 80s. Unfortunately, from the trailer and everything else, I'm not spoiling anything, they throw it in your face. It's the doll killing people. So that's something I didn't like. But the score and the acting hold up. Once you get past the doll after about a half hour, 40 minutes of the movie, you can enjoy the film. So overall, I would say I want to give this movie a C+. I think I gave the Halloween 2008, on first watch, a B-. None of these grades are final. Until we review them on the Midnight Jury, no grades are final. These are first thoughts, first reactions to a film. I'm going to give it a C+, but it is enjoyable. I think people who aren't complete horror nerds like myself, people who pick apart everything and have such a love for the original canons of Halloween and Friday the 13th, or the original miniseries of it, or the original Child's Play movies, the first three especially. I think if you're just a theater goer who enjoys horror, a casual horror fan, you're going to go, and I still think you're going to have trouble with the doll at first because everyone knows what Chucky looks like, but I think you're going to be able to enjoy the film, especially as a casual viewer. If you're nitpicky like me, it's going to take you about a half hour, 40 minutes to really accept what's going on, but I think the kid who did Andy, there's a scene in the trailer where he's with Aubrey Plaza, and he's trying to explain to her that it's Chucky and he's not, a crazy kid. I think he did a great job with that scene, and I think he did a good job acting. I wish he was a little younger, like Alex Vincent, who played Andy Barclay in the original, but that's it. That's my adventure seeing the Child's Play movie. I do recommend horror fans go out and see it because you can't really sit there and complain and bitch about it like I was doing without going to see it. You can make all these things. Yes, the doll should have been different. The doll was and this is a problem with a movie about a killer doll. The doll was an F. The look of the doll. The doll was the worst part about this movie. Also, Mark Hamill did a pretty good job. So I did enjoy Mark Hamill in this film. And, I mean, if they do come out with more, I'll probably go check them out. Will I buy this movie when it comes out? I don't know. This is a movie I feel like maybe I'd do just for Aubrey Plaza alone, just so I can stare at her. But other than that, I am your 21st Century Broadcasting Marvel Midnight Mike Norenganger. There is a link to the Midnight Jury. My show comes out every Friday. Cal and I have been going 6.5, 7 years strong. The 80s and 90s return from the dead on the Midnight Jury. Link in the description at WLWstudios.com. There's also a link for the Patreon. Patreon.com/Midnight Jury, where just $3 a month, guys, really helps us out. It helps produce this show, the Midnight Mike Show. You're going to get full episodes of the Midnight Mike Show on our Patreon page, and it helps produce the Midnight Jury. We've been giving you free content every Friday for the past 6 or 7 years. Please help us out there. If there's anything else I need to link in the description, check it out. But once again, like I said, I am Midnight Mike Norenganger, and I can't wait to see you next time.